Sorry, I'm dealing with a lot of like bad ideas to try to work out like 2 minutes before the show. Actually, it could have been a cool idea.
I told you I love the idea.
With, at least a few minutes of planning.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm not saying I didn't think about it before, okay? But
yeah,
I didn't think about the execution before now.
You didn't think it might actually take more than like 3 minutes to, make your idea work.
I mean, as so many of the great ones do, I was still.
So are you just gonna do this whole show off air? You're just not even gonna sit in front of our adoring crowd? Just gonna hide your face?
No, I am shamed, but how the hell are you guys? Happy Friday.
Oh my god.
I was still up until that moment trying to maybe get it back, okay?
Oh, no.
See? Hey, that's on you.
Oh, this show is off to just an amazing start.
Yeah. I wish I had the Conan microphone.
Yeah, just knock it over.
Woo! All right, let's fire it up. Let's
go.
Let's get it back. Clap it up one time. Let's go, boys. Take a knee. Helmet's not a chair. Tyler, how the hell are you doing on this Friday?
I am doing well. Looking forward to a good sports weekend. Looking forward to talking about obviously previewing the football, breaking down the ongoing saga that is Aaron Rodgers. Just
that's
a lot of stuff to get into. It's definitely a thing. It's a thing that could have absolutely not been a thing and is now a major thing. But all in all, I am doing well, Ron. How are you doing this evening?
Look, dude, we're on, so I'm good. Yes. And sometimes we take bold, creative chances. It doesn't always work out. Maybe don't take those chances a couple minutes before we're supposed to start. So it's on me. But,
look, I'll say this. If you thought we were going to start on time, that's on you because we have a proven track record.
Yeah, dude. We are like the Wu-Tang Clan. You set your watch to us starting late. And if you think we're starting on time.
I was going to say, actually, don't set your watch because it'll just be wrong. So,
well, yeah. Maybe daylight saving, whatever. I don't know. There's some analogy there that I can't put together.
That's this weekend, right?
But
that's this weekend. That's the thing.
I know. Shout out friend of the program, Thomas Andrews, hit me up. Again, I was like, this is like the third time that I've remembered that's going on Sunday. Anyway, I digress. Good week. Weird couple days in the NFL. Also, Raiders just don't do anything. Just don't do anything. Like the Ruggs, that whole thing is tragic. Yes. Like I'm not even making light of that. No. But did they not at least have like a Zoom call? Like, all right, look, dude, if you're not here at the facility, like if you want a day to like kind of figure out what's going on, okay. But just don't post anything. Don't do anything. Arnett, wow, dude. Wow.
Yeah. That's that kind of broke, I think, a couple hours ago on
TikTok. Where's Herm?
You see that button right there? You know what I'm saying? Don't press send. Don't do it. Don't press send.
It's that easy, dude. Do not press send. Just don't.
Yeah, kind of like you would have think the Raiders would have like just had that conversation like, guys, just kind of like maybe stay off social media just for the rest of the week. Just don't go on TikTok. Don't go on Instagram. Don't just don't. Yeah. Just don't. If you want to do it, just don't. That's the saying.
Just don't. I'm going to give a shout out here to a friend of the program as well, Braden, who I know is deep in the heart of Texas, attending the TCU Baylor game. Thoughts and prayers.
The first time without Gary Patterson in a long time.
Yes, but I believe their series is still even over time. I don't know. They have like a weird bloodbath kind of long series of games. So people break out the format, Braden. Yes, we will weigh in on college football right now. Let's just jump right into that. Let's hit the college football. First up on the slate, Auburn, Texas A&M. Road game. I like Auburn, though. I mean, I like Auburn. And covering the 4.5, I like Auburn.
This one's like so weird. Like I have a hard time like really figuring out if these teams are actually good or not. Because like they'll both have weeks where they just look like downright terrible and then like squeak out wins, and other weeks where they look like pretty good. I don't know. I still don't know about either of these teams.
I will say this: everyone, as they should, was clowning the college football playoff committee, whatever.
Yes.
When their first ones.
Rightfully so.
Honestly, both of these teams will beat Oregon right now. Like if they just got told the game was going on in 5 minutes, I think either of these teams will beat Oregon. I'm just saying.
Probably, but they're not playing Oregon. Give me A&M. Bo Nix. Like I can't put my faith in him. I can't, like, even though he's proven it wrong multiple times this year. Like I'm still just have no faith. I cannot put faith in that guy. Give me A&M in this one.
Well, look, give me the over. All right. I don't know, dude. Auburn. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know about either team. That's the problem.
All right. I'm stepping up for my boy Rob. He had a good week with the Braves winning the World Series. Go Auburn. War Eagle. War damn Eagle.
Yeah.
Next one on the slate. Mississippi State at Arkansas. Arkansas minus 4.5. And they came out like a house on fire at the beginning of the year, for sure. But at home, SEC home field is kind of a real thing. Give me State.
Yeah, I'll just go to preface this. I know Brain asked about it's not an exciting week of college football this year. Like there's only a couple games that clipped. The one that maybe at the start of the year you might have thought was good is not going to be good. That'll be coming up next. Kind of the most intriguing matchups are in the SEC this week, and hence why we're 2 for 2 on SEC so far. I don't think Mississippi State's the 17th best team in the country.
Hell no.
I do like that. You know what? No, I don't like 4.5 in Arkansas. I don't necessarily like Mississippi State to win, but I like them to cover. I think it'll be a close game.
All right, I can get down with that. And again, tickets available as low as $27. 63 degrees in the sun. I mean, come on, have a good day out. Come on,
no kidding.
Get out there to support your local team.
Right.
This one, because of the spread.
The spread is honestly why I even put this on here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really the only reason. Yes, Alabama gets huge spreads. We know that. This kind of, I don't even want to say it's like is the team still playing for Coach O situation? Because I know a lot of guys that are committed and went to, chose LSU would love to beat Alabama or like put their best game on the field on tape against Alabama. 28.5 is a lot. I mean, we're still talking about of course, middling at this point SEC team, but talent all over the field. LSU to cover, they're not going to win.
Give me Bama to cover. I'm going to go for it.
All right.
I think Saban is so vindictive and just hateful. He will want to send Coach O out on the worst note possible, and he will just run it up. Even as ridiculous a spread as that is, give me Bama to cover that.
Well, yes, he is very hateful, and of course he would, as he always does, would like to throw it back in LSU's face. So he has been activated. All right, yeah. Then I'll take Alabama minus 40. Screw it.
that's your teaser. Alabama -40.
Yeah, I mean, if I could tease it to 40, yes, on my $5 bet. And then just keeping it local here for me.
Also,
SDSU.
look at the start. Also, look at the start time in this last one.
For the Bama game?
No, for the next one.
Oh, that's right. God bless him. God bless him. Hawaii home game. Hey, CEO Nick, I know you're out there on the island. Do whatever you can to get to this game. Get your ass down there.
Hang on. Look at the price of the tickets. This is why nobody goes to Hawaii games.
Well, they're playing in the soccer stadium, dude. They don't even have the real one. Come on. Get off their back.
Like, nobody goes to Hawaii games, period. They should be giving tickets away.
Come on down. Everyone that's on the island.
Please.
That's, safely sober enough to drive. Come on down to the stadium. Or take a bus. Hop a train. I don't know if they have trains out there. I don't even know how it works. I've never been to that island in Hawaii. But, look, Hawaii did beat Fresno State somehow. Fresno State then clapped San Diego State. -7. Dude, and plus with the time, everything, it's going to be insane. SDSU to cover and lose. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what?
Oh, they're -7. Oh, dude, I thought they were +7. I'm sorry. Well, SDSU to lose then in that case.
Look, Hawaii, not good, but traveling to the islands is always difficult.
On the island.
The thing that San Diego State has in their favor is that it's not going to affect their offense because their offense sucks. Like, traveling to the island, I don't think it's going to affect the defense as much as it would affect the offense. That said, San Diego State to win, but not to cover. It will be a close game. I think San Diego State will pull out the win, but it'll be less than one touchdown.
Mountain West, what a conference.
And give me the under.
Yeah,
under. Even as low as 45 is, that's how bad Hawaii is and how bad San Diego State's offense is.
And how good their defense is. It's all about just how can we slow this game down. That's always the SDSU motto.
Yep.
So, yes, I agree with both of those. We do have a couple side pieces here that we should hit before we get into the professional football and the side stories therein. Several of those. And all the what have you, NASCAR, etc. So let's fire up all the whatnot. Fire up the side pieces. God. Can't tell me that don't feel good. NASCAR. We are, again, in the Final Four here. And I'm still, if I'm going to bet on anyone, dude, give me the 850. Give me Truex.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not bad either. I kind of like Hamlin at 800, but I mean, what's the difference between him and Truex? Might as well. Obviously, Larson's going to be the favorite. He's just been dominant all year, but that is the issue that people have with these playoffs is it comes down to one final race where it doesn't matter. Like, it's just whoever finishes best among these four. They'll be in Phoenix, typically a pretty decent track out there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm like really kind of leaning towards just laying that little bet on Hamlin there. I think he might be able to pull this one off.
Big picture. Calm down.
That's right. Yeah, unless he gets taken out by what's his face.
Oh, dude.
Just because of that whole incident last week.
If he gets taken out by someone again, forget the big picture. He's just gonna he might drive the car into the stands. I hope everyone is safe. But the dude is at a tipping point. All right.
True. Yeah, that's what's going to give him the edge this week, though. Anger.
Yeah. Look, he's still a good driver. Don't get me wrong. Larson is a great driver. He's been great all year and put in a very good car all year, too. So probably would be the favorite there. Actually, let's circle back real quick because I think we have a caller on the. You know what? I'm going to go with the Arkansas Slim Legitimate Sportsbook Celebrity Hotline. Shout out also to a guy that is completely not Arkansas Slim, by the way.
Definitely not him.
Cease Beeston, our trucking insider, just kind of our rules analyst when it comes to trucking.
Oh boy!
You know, putting in that midnight shift with us as we try to follow along with a very low speed semi-truck chase that went on. Look, at least it went till the morning. So, yes, I know. I apologize to Cease that we sat there and watched a replay for like 20 minutes of old footage. We didn't know, okay? You saw how this show started. Come on. Like, we don't have all the technical kinks all worked out. But joining us on the Arkansas Slim Legitimate Sportsbook, totally legit, please believe that, Celebrity Hotline, we do have CEO Nick. Oh, there he is.
There he is. There it is.
Nick, how the hell we doing?
You know, here in Hawaii, and of course still confirming I'm not gay. Wearing rainbow, but still not gay.
It's not the game about the Rainbow Warriors, dude.
Yeah. I don't know what that correlation has to do with anything.
Straight Warriors, dude. But, so, we already talked about this SDSU Hawaii game. Are you going?
It's my wife's birthday, so we're going to do the more tourist attraction thing. So we're going to go around the island.
Classic excuse.
I know, but it's not my trip. Ooh.
You're going to hide behind that, dude.
Look, the Clarence Ching Athletic Center is the ultimate tourist attraction out there in Hawaii. Come on.
Yeah.
By all accounts, remember, it's my first time on the island, though, so I still need to figure out like what's going on here. Plus, too, it kind of threw me off. I forgot that I'm 3 hours behind California because you sent me the link, Ron. I was like, "The hell are you sending me the link for?" Like super early, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that's right. These fools are 3 hours ahead of me right now."
See, I told you, like 4:30, 4:45, hop on.
Yeah, I was watching the Knicks game at 1:30 in the afternoon. I was like, "What the hell?"
Look, at least you can watch the Knicks game and still have time to like process your anger towards the Knicks afterwards.
Still have plenty of time to get drunk after the game.
Yeah, it won't ruin your night. So it's kind of nice, you know. Knicks fans out there on the island, shout out. All right, well, I'll just ask you this before we let you go. Enjoy your much-deserved vacay. Can Hawaii at least cover the 7?
Yes.
All right, well, I see the shirt.
Calling it right now.
All right, let's get one more good look at that shirt.
Good teams win, but great teams
They cover. Yes, cover. All right, pop that shirt one more time. Come on.
See it.
Remember, you see the rainbow, but remember, still not gay.
Obviously, yes. But, all right. Well, look, I'll watch it. It's on late. I love Hawaii home games. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's like a perfect capper to
the Rainbow
college football Saturday.
It's that Rainbow gang.
And there's probably a really good chance Petros Papadakis might be on that call, and we all know he gets weird. So
yeah, that's when it gets like the best. I think he's doing the Utah game tonight, and then maybe he's doing that one as well. But thank you, CEO Nick, for joining us. I will let you get back to your vacation. But I appreciate, first of all, buying some merch, you know.
Of course. Warriors. And you know I had to get a Hawaiian shirt as well. Hawaiian
supporting the team.
Yes.
Perfect.
But all right. Mahala and aloha.
Enjoy the vacay.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
Let's go Loyal. Come on. All right, on to the rest here. Yes, as we know, everyone's happy. Well, except for, I guess, people that live in Houston, that the Braves won the World Series. But everyone else is super happy, including myself. They took out the trash, as we alluded to. Astros, I mean, definitely a man down without their MVP. Again,
tough to win without your key players.
Yeah, if they're shorthanded, I mean, hey, credit to them. You know, they tried their best. They're just missing a key piece.
Yeah.
But today was parade day. I did see, and also shout out, I'll just say friend of the program, my former boss, Adam Klug, did not go to that game, thereby ensuring
why they won, yes,
that the Braves would win. And that he was out at the Bennett Woods Golf Tournament Open, whatever, today. Admittedly, he is not good at golf. He posted a video of him just like hacking a ball or like doing a duffer where it just like bounced off the tee. He re-hit and it went into the bushes like 20 yards in front of him.
I'm all too familiar with that.
Hey, aren't we all? But the parade was lit. Jock Peterson doubling down on his quote in The Athletic before the series started. Nobody wanted us here. Nobody expected us to be here, but maybe we are those motherfuckers. And he let it go at not at the parade, but at the ceremony within the stadium at the end of the parade.
Hey, guess what? We are those motherfuckers!
Jock, back-to-back World Series champ.
Dude, shout out to Jock. There's a lot of unreasonable fans in every fan base. I get it. Especially the Dodgers do have a lot of fans. And I've seen a lot of hate directed towards Jock. And
why?
Makes no sense at all to me because, look, Dave, they have a ton of outfielders. They didn't have room for Jock. But, again, I think the value of a guy that is just even misguidedly always optimistic, maybe for that reason pressure does not exist to him. I don't know. But you need guys like that on your team. I think the Dodgers certainly were crying out for a guy like that, or Kike, where they're just like, keep it loose. I show up every day, do my best. I don't carry it into the next day. So happy for Jock going back to back.
You say keep it loose, but last year during the playoffs, Kike looked like he was possessed the whole time. Like he looked pretty pissed off.
Yeah,
like even when he was mashing home runs in the playoffs last year. But like you're right about Jock. Like, look, any Dodger that has any ill will against, or any Dodger fan that has any ill will against him, like it's completely misguided. Like he wanted to start. The Dodgers said, like, look, you're not going to start. So we go our separate ways. Ain't got to be anything more than that. Nothing personal.
No, it's a business. It's a business. And I'm definitely happy for him.
Oh, totally.
Also, and shout out again to Braden for bringing this to my attention. But Matzek, I don't know the reason why he was not on the bus. He was just walking the streets. I'm sure he was on the bus at some point. But he almost got put in bracelets. I guess Atlanta PD just thought he was like a random passerby that just got on the parade route. But that was weird and hilarious also today. All right, he's good. He pulled out his Braves ID card or something when they let him go.
Yeah, it could have been a real bad look for Atlanta's finest there, but thankfully everything was resolved. Just a little misunderstanding is all.
A little misunderstanding. Yeah, it's all good. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, like I'm sure like you said, we don't know why Matzek wasn't on the bus. I can venture to guess there was some imbibable reason that he was not on the bus.
There was some kind of beverage container in his hand, as you can see in the video. Yeah. So everyone's having a good time, dude. Come on.
Yeah, have a couple liquid memories, and you do some crazy things. So, but shout out to them. Like I said, no harm done. It's all good. But could have been pretty disastrous if they're kind of like one of their big stud like relief pitchers got arrested during the.
They would have put a little black eye on it, but like I think Jadakiss said, stay in the booth and stay out of the precinct. Stay in the pen and stay out of the precinct. Matzek pulled it off, so shout out to him. On to Premier League slate. We did have Southampton taking down Aston Villa, who's obviously just in shambles right now because the West Ham worked them out, but you can't take it personal, man. Like you're losing to one of the best teams. There's no shame in being beaten by the best, okay?
No.
So we got to lick those wounds and move on. But yes, the obvious game of the weekend, Man United and Man City. I will not be getting up at this time to watch it.
No.
Unless I can't sleep or something, because
I might still be awake because I haven't slept well lately. But yes, I'm not waking up for this.
Always a marquee event when they get together. Ole in, please, Ole in. Oh, dude, if they win this game, woo! Extended 3 years.
Oh my god!
Come on.
What's that little Rio Ferdinand clip? If they win this one, just put that check down and let him fill it out himself.
Blank check. Right
Ole at the wheel.
Right here. Let him cook. Let Ole cook. Brentford looking for a bounce back against Norwich.
That's a good team to bounce back against.
Yeah, they showed some heart last week, though. But, Brentford is definitely a better team. Norwich, dude, again, thoughts and prayers. Josh Sargent, I'm glad you're getting minutes, but, dude, you were never going to score playing for Norwich. Dude, it's just a hard way to live. Burnley go to Chelsea. Chelsea all the way, obviously.
Chelsea's winning, yeah.
Crystal Palace looking hot right now for after last week. Wolves also capable, but actually that's a kind of a tough one to pick. I don't know, Jaime the Greek come in here with some picks maybe later on, so we could fire up that parlay. But I'm going to take Crystal Palace at home right now, riding a wave of momentum. Like Brighton also at home. Arsenal, I guess they have, look, we love to hate Arsenal. Everyone loves to hate Arsenal.
It's true.
They have rounded kind of back into shape, and Watford does.
They're in a nice form, yeah.
So probably Arsenal.
Smith Rowe's been scoring a lot for them. They've been just looking good. Watford admittedly hasn't looked terrible recently. Like, they're still not good. They haven't looked terrible, but yeah, Arsenal's in good form. Helps that they have no, midweek games at all. I'm sure that helps them.
Imagine that.
I don't know what that problem's like. But yeah, you gotta imagine Arsenal's probably gonna be winning that one. United over City. Oh, Jaime is hashtag Ole in. I like it.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. All right. We're firing up the parlay right now. Brentford 2-0 over Norwich. Like that. Okay. This one is going to be a tricky one. My parlay might be dead before I even wake up. But I will go in. I will follow you to the center of the sun, sir. Chelsea over Burnley. Yes, like it.
Makes sense.
Everton Spurs.
Next one. Everton Spurs is weird. That's like two teams that should be competing for like top 6 positioning, but aren't. And it'll be Spurs' first game with Antonio Conte at the helm. Give me like a 0-0 game. Like I just don't even know how to call it.
I kind of like that, just because it would be really a pop of the balloon for Spurs fans that think like, hey, all right, the next era has begun. Maybe Kane just shows up and cares again. But if they go 0-0, that would be hilarious to me. So I like that. Leicester really needs a get-right game. So going on the road. Yeah, Leeds does too. But it's clearly Leicester is the better team. I just can't really pin them down right now as far as their current performances.
Yeah, I can't either. Yeah, give me like a 2-2 in this one. Like, I hate to go 2 draws in a row, but it's just like games where like you can't really pin each team down. So like I could see like a 2-2 Leicester Leeds game.
All right, look, dude. Nobody told you had to be a Spurs fan. That's on you, dog.
You made that choice, bro.
Jaime likes the rare 1-0 Leeds game. I like that.
I like it. Okay.
I'm forming a vision, like a diamond in my mind, of what this parlay is going to be. I will tweet out what the actual parlay ends up being.
And our game of the week, of course, West Ham, coming off bit of a letdown performance, but honestly, like it's not a concerning one. Getting the 2-2 draw against Genk in the Europa League, like it's fine, whatever. Would have liked the win. Should have probably had 3 points, but again, whatever. They've got built up a nice enough lead in the group stage. Not too worried about it. Taking on Liverpool, who looked good against Atletico Madrid. I think that was 2-0 on Wednesday.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird game too. But European nights at Anfield, it is a real thing. I know. I think that might be like one of those sound bites within the FIFA game, but it is a real thing. It's a big deal.
It is, yeah.
The atmosphere is pretty good there. I know. I think pretty early on, Atletico had a red card in the first half, and then just kind of dig their way out of that. It is what it is. But yeah, Liverpool is not at their peak right now, which is encouraging, but also scary at the same time, because then you're like, all right, well, when are they just going to bust out of this funk and just go crazy? We'll see. Well, the 3 goals.
I could see it. Like, I mean, look, Liverpool's attack is great, even though they're going to be missing Bobby Firmino. He's not playing
for a while, apparently.
Jota can just jump right in. Like, he's shown he can just fill that role, no problem. Salah, look, best player in the world. Like, he can just make crazy things happen. But Liverpool's defense hasn't been that, like, it's been pretty spotty this year.
That's the weakness, for sure.
3-3, I don't necessarily think is out of the question. It's just a question if it's Liverpool going up 3-0. I don't know if West Ham makes that 3-3 comeback, but who knows? Like, yeah.
All right,
look,
Greek,
and I would take that tie. I would take that. I would be happy with it.
I'm going to say this, Greek. I'm having a hard time betting on my own team 2 weeks in a row. So I might be conflicted on that, but I like where your head's at with this 3-3. So I will see what the goal line is and maybe go over on that, depending, because it might be like 3.5, 4, something like that.
Give me a minute. Let me see. Actually, just keep talking. I'll see if I can get the goal line for us.
And West Ham, really, they are. Well, I hope they're not peaking, like forever, but they are probably in the best shape they're going to be right now. Like, they're playing very well. Yes, like the kind of insanity of the own goal at the end against Genk that caused a tie.
Yeah,
it happens sometimes. Soccer's crazy, but
it is what it is. Yeah.
Overall, the team is playing very well. So, if there's ever a chance to get these guys, or even get a point off these guys, this is it.
Yeah, and like I think I kind of said it the other day. Like, this is probably the first time in my life following West Ham where I don't automatically write a game against Liverpool off as a loss. Like, West Ham could legitimately win this. If they win this, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd celebrate like I was surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham won this.
I'll be the first one to tell you that I was surprised if they do win.
That's right. Okay, let me see here. Over goal line is 3.
Oh, 3, dude. All right, we're going on goal line. I'm going over in that.
Yeah, I kind of like hammering the over on that one, actually.
Going over on that. All right, let's see. I got to do 5 legs. So, God, United over City. But I got to roll with my dog. All right, United over City. Only in. Brentford over Norwich. Yes. Chelsea over Burnley. Yes. Brighton over Newcastle. Yes. And over the goal line. Yes. And the West Ham game.
Oh, you don't want to take Burnley at plus 1078?
Damn, baby, I don't know. Why do you start throwing these numbers at me? Like, all right, baby, I can't resist.
That's Burnley to win. I mean, look, you put a 5 on it, that's fine, but you might as well just burn the $5.
Put a 5 on a parlay of 5 teams. I mean, you throw that plus 10 whatever thousand in there, like, oh, okay, this might pay out like $300.
True.
All right, let's move on. So catch my breath here. It's wall-to-wall excitement.
Absolutely.
We do have the rare scenario, but also very enjoyable, for anyone that's a fan of the sport, of back-to-back UFC pay-per-views. I feel like we should check in with the Fight Doctor, give us a little look at this. They obviously coming from the Middle East, now over to MSG. Boom. Again, another title fight, another pay-per-view, all the good stuff. So let's fire it up with the Fight Doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. The heavyweight champion of the world.
It's time.
Yeah. Yeah. So as Ronnie said, we do have for the first time in God, I can't even think of how long, back-to-back weeks with actual pay-per-views for the UFC. This one, as you stated, will be coming from MSG. So basically the exact same as Abu Dhabi. Just the exact same place.
Well, I mean, dude, I don't want to get canceled, but I'm just gonna say it. All right, everyone. In basketball terms, MSG is the Mecca. So,
ooh, okay.
Maybe a connection.
Maybe a connection. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, this one, just like last week, we got 2 title fights headlining it. I don't think the card for this week is as as
top
as
to bottom
deep,
now,
but still some fun fights here. Let's just go ahead and start with the main event here, welterweight title fight between the current champ and number 1 pound-for-pound fighter, Kamaru Usman, with the rematch against Colby Covington here. These two fought, I believe it was at the end of 2019 at UFC 245. Usman winning with a 5th-round TKO. I think it was like 50 seconds left in the fight when Usman won it. An interesting note, the judges had it as a complete split up until that point. One judge had Usman, one judge had Covington, the other one had it a draw. So, hell of a fight, easily the best fight, the best guy up against Usman that we've seen in a long time. But Usman, I mean, he's on an incredible roll through his career right now. 18 fights in a row that he's won. 3 out of his last 4 fights he's won by knockout, including Covington, knocked out Gilbert Burns, knocked out Masvidal in their rematch. So, I mean, he's just a complete fighter. Looking absolutely untouchable at the moment. Covington, up until he had that first fight with Usman, he had a nice 7-fight win streak going into the title fight. Gets knocked out in a great fight against Usman, bounces back with a TKO win over Tyron Woodley, and then he's just kind of sat back and waited for his title fight since. I know he's been offered multiple fights, and he's just said, no, I'm waiting for the rematch. I want the rematch. So we're finally getting that here. I like Covington. Obviously, he gave a lot of problems to Usman in the first fight, but until you actually beat the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, I'm going to go with the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I mean, there's a reason why he's, a 310 favorite, as you can see here in this graphic. I like Usman. I think I don't know. I don't think this is going to make it to the 5th round this time. I really don't. I think this is going to get finished, and I really like Usman to win this one. Maybe round 3.
Yeah, and to your point, that the first time they matched up, it was a really good fight. I know I saw Helwani saying a lot of people had that 2-2 going into the 5th round the first time, and then Usman gets the win, clear cut. But I'm gonna go with Usman just because of this video alone.
Y'all said y'all wanted violence. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing is, man, ever since that first fight with Masvidal, where it wasn't the most exciting fight. It was just him, leaning against Masvidal on the cage, stomping his feet. We do tend to forget, like, he took that fight on like 3 days' notice. Like, he wasn't ready to fight Masvidal. He hadn't been preparing to fight him. So of course it wasn't the most exciting fight. His last 2 fights since then, he's just like dominant and just drop people. So when Usman, knows what he's training for, he's just absolutely terrifying. There's a reason people call him the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Yeah, and Covington is a really good fighter too, but
of course,
hasn't been as active recently, obviously, like you said. And I don't know, ring rest, whatever, but Usman has just continued to kind of stay at that level that he's been at, staying sharp, taking fights, doing whatever. He looks pretty damn good right now.
Yep, absolutely. So the co-main event here, the other title fight, the women's strawweight, another title fight rematch here with the champ Thug Rose Namajunas defending in a rematch against Zhang Weili. These two fought in April of this year, with Rose getting the first round head kick knockout. I think in like just over a minute. I'm pretty excited for this rematch. You know, I know I'm one person that I had Weili. You know, if you want to go back and look at our videos, I had Weili winning the first fight. I actually think the Fight Club Bottomist picked Rose on this one, so he was right on that one. But, you know, Rose, she is a two-time strawweight champ, beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk to win the title, then defended against her, which at the time, Joanna was just killing everybody. Then she lost in kind of a fluke way, lost her title to a knockout slam against Jessica Andrade, and then beat her in the rematch by split decision. Came back and, like I said, did just a surprise head kick on Weili in the first round, winning the title. You know, one thing you got to like about Rose is she is like a pressure fighter. She's just always coming forward, working the jabs, obviously working the head kicks. I think like 3 of her last 4 knockouts have all been like from a head kick or some strike to the head. So she's going to see that. Zhang Weili had a 21-fight win streak snapped by Thug Rose here. She won the belt from Jessica Andrade by TKO, beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk by split decision before losing the belt to Rose. You know, it's rare that you see a champion go in as an underdog. I mean, you can see, like, it's real close. Thug Rose can get her at plus 105, Zhang minus 125. I don't imagine this is going to be a quick fight again. This is one that I think I could definitely see going the distance. I kind of like Weili in this one. I think she's maybe going to be a little bit more focused, got a little more hungry. I know she kind of feels that the loss was a fluky loss. I do like her to bounce back in this one. I think it's going to be a real exciting fight that's going to go the distance.
Yeah, these are two just absolute beasts. Even at 100, combined 230 pounds of just shitstorm. Like, I would not fight one of them one-on-one ever. I would just turtle up and ball. They're both psychos. They're both really good fighters. And I like the rematch. As you said, always some intrigue when the reigning champion is the underdog. So something to keep an eye on.
And then just showing you kind of the rest of the card. Like I said, it's top to bottom. It's not as good as last week's. But, you know, I still think that opening fight, that Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, very interesting fight, because you're looking at, you know, two guys that are coming off of losses for the lightweight titles. Justin Gaethje got absolutely mauled by Khabib. No shame in that, because he does that to everybody. And then Michael Chandler coming off the loss for the vacant title against Charles Oliveira in a fight that, you know, Chandler knocked Oliveira down in the first round. Looked like he was going to cruise, like he was, you know, starting to cruise, going to win, and then he got caught by Oliveira. So this one's really interesting, because this is kind of like, you know, whoever wins this is, you know, might be in line for another lightweight title shot. You know, God, this one, I kind of like Justin Gaethje. You know, he's really well-rounded. He knocks a ton of people out. I think he's got 19 knockouts and, you know, out of his 22 wins. Another thing that he utilizes that people kind of undervalue is he's got 3 TKOs by leg kick. Like, he will chop you down until you just quit, until you give up. So I just kind of, that's something I think will factor into it. I kind of like Gaethje in this one. I think he's going to work out the win, but this could be a fun, exciting fight that it could end quick or it could go the distance. I can't call it.
Yeah, I mean, I do like this fight. As you said, overall, the card is not just the mega top to bottom. You're like, oh my God, there's like 4 or 5. Like, all these, there's so many good fights on the last one. But still a lot of entertainment to be had. Always good to see a fight night too in MSG. Definitely like that. So.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to discredit. I think Frankie Edgar, Cheeto Vera, that could be a fun fight. But again, just top to bottom, not as good as last week's. But I still think this will be an enjoyable card. Normal time as a fight card, 7 p.m. On the West Coast, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. And if you don't want to order the pay-per-view, just remember there are ways.
There are ways. Entertainment purposes only, but there are ways.
Please believe that.
Not going to legally indemnify ourselves here on that. But on that note, let's get to the professional football. A lot of news over the week, and then right before the show, more Raider news. Fantastic.
Oh, no. Ronnie just dropped out. Oh, perfect time. We should have seen that coming. It's almost 9 o'clock. But yes, what Ronnie is referring to is, of course, we all know the tragic story of Ruggs drunk driving and taking somebody's life earlier this week. But then one of the cornerbacks for the Raiders just a couple hours ago went on TikTok, wielding a gun, pointing at camera, saying, "I'm going to go kill this person. They live 5 minutes away from me, blah, blah, blah." Really tough look. I don't know what would possess any sane person to do that, period. And then, again, like you got to imagine, like the Raiders at some point in time should have just been like, had a Zoom meeting with the rest of the team, like, hey, look, just don't. We got enough going on. Don't do anything stupid this week. And this happens. So, yeah, we'll see if they can bounce back. Actually, looking like I'm seeing here in Ronnie's absence, we may have no ID. Justin, I don't know if he's ready to come on the line here or not. All right, here we go. Then I will go ahead and bring in on the. Let's bring in the Landon Donovan advertisement here on the Landon Donovan Celebrity Hotline. No ID. Justin coming here. Justin, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm all right. You can't bring me on with that sponsor, though, because my pants are tight and I can't stand up now.
Yeah, that's just something I'll have to work around, I guess.
Ronnie's cell phone quit on the show again?
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on. It's just before 9 o'clock. It's you can set your watch to that.
No, for sure. I actually needed like 2 more minutes, but I saw the bat signal and I saw you alone on the screen, so I was like, yeah, bring it.
Yeah, me alone on here rambling is just never good. That's just we can't be having that. Actually, before we do the NFL picks real quick, Justin, do you have any thoughts on the fights this weekend?
I do not, and you can call me a bad phlebotomist. I have not really had a chance to dive into the matchups. I planned on doing it this evening. Shame on me. Okay. I apologize to our loyal viewership.
That's okay. No worries there. But, I can just show you real quick if you just want to give quick thoughts. Usman Covington.
Prediction, pain.
Pain? Yeah, of course.
No, dude, give me Usman.
Yeah, hard to pick against the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, right?
Especially, the only thing he was lacking in previous matchups was striking, and he's gotten pretty good at that, so.
I would certainly say so. Rematch, Thug Rose, Zhang Weili. Any thoughts?
Thug Rose.
Going Thug Rose. Because I say, when they fought back in April, I think you picked her to win initially, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you're sticking with that on this one? I'm
going to, yes.
I respect it. Look, I got nothing but love for Thug Rose.
She's so hard not to like, dude. So hard not to root for.
She's so meek. Like, you look at her and you're like, she seems so meek and timid, and then she went out there and kicked Weili's head off. So,
well, full disclosure, she's my lady's favorite fighter. So,
there we go. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I can live with that. All right. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and get into NFL picks here. First one on the matchup, we got Minnesota at Baltimore. Justin, your thoughts?
There he is. Those are my thoughts. There he is.
Hey.
We can't hear him, but there he is.
We can't hear him, though.
No, we can't hear you. It's been silent.
Can't hear you, Ronnie. You might want to plug your microphone in.
Mark Davis silenced him. There he is.
There we go. There he is. All right.
Well, I'll lead this off and then give way to you, gentlemen, so I can step aside for 15 seconds. Sure. Minnesota, all day, every day. Give me Minnesota. Bounce back game. It's not primetime Kurt. Minnesota lost to the best team in the league last week, so they'll bounce back.
That's fair enough. You know what? The more I kind of thought about it, I think in most situations I would have taken Baltimore, but I did hear a stat earlier today talk about how Baltimore is the worst team defensively as far as missed tackles. Like, they make contact and don't bring guys down. And a lot of Minnesota's players are after first contact, yards after contact players. So when I hear that, I'm kind of like, you know what? Plus, look, it's not primetime Cousins, so Minnesota's got that going for them. So, yeah, I kind of like Minnesota in this one.
I'm still going Ravens. I The Vikings are so weird, dude, because they do have Jefferson, they do have Cook, they do have I like Conklin. Cousins, not even that bad, but they're just like all over the place. Dude, Baltimore, and they covered the 6.
All right. Well, then let's move on to the next one here while Justin is off doing his thing. New England at Carolina. Ron, any thoughts on this one?
I still like New England. I know CMC's coming back. Apparently, in what capacity, we don't know. I doubt that he's going to be getting the insane, like, he has the ball 80% of the time, like they have been using him. And now we see that he's, what a shocker. His body's breaking down. So he will play by all indications, but New England is better. Just as a team overall, Darnold, the shine is definitely off. Although it does look like a rainy 61 degrees there in Carolina. So maybe that's a factor. I don't know. But you know what sucks, too? Is I did a 5-leg parlay. Yes, the Panthers definitely suck. But I know you guys were right there along with me, riding shotgun. I put the Jets in there. I wanted to have a Thursday, Sunday, Monday parlay. And hey, shout out to Josh Johnson. He almost covered that thing. He almost got that back door. He was driving him down the field. I don't know if they would have punched it in, but deflection. Then it all goes to hell. They don't cover. Wentz, I was expecting at least like 1 or 2 gift turnovers from doing something stupid. He never did it. Sucked. All right, whatever. And then in that parlay, New England was only -3 at that point. Now they're 3.5. I'd still take them -3.5. New England to cover, win on the road.
Yeah, give me New England. Panthers are terrible. They had their bounce back, shock everybody. We're still relatively good game last week, and I don't give a shit if Christian McCaffrey's coming. What's up, Jaime? I don't give a shit if Christian McCaffrey's coming back. Give me the Patriots, because Bill Belichick will do 2 things. He will not allow Christian McCaffrey to beat him, and he will not throw in Stephon Gilmore's direction.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get stunted on with that revenge game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's not going to throw in Gilmore's direction. I'm going to zag on this one. Give me Carolina. I like it. I like McCaffrey coming back. Look, they are going to run him into the ground. He will survive 1 game. He might survive 2 games. He won't survive 3 games. I think he goes off on New England here and gets Carolina the win.
No, dude. Belichick's been planning for this as if he was going to play the entire time. He's going to put some hot sauce on those legs. In a pile, just, twist something.
Look.
Like, we know how Belichick operates, dude. He's a savage. On to the next one, dude. The Browns in disarray.
Ohio Bowl, baby. Ohio Bowl.
The Ohio Bowl. Cincinnati definitely needing a bounce back. Everyone does if they lose to the Jets. But Cleveland, yes, we had the release. I guess probably like the most civil resolution to the OBJ saga. And I'm kind of surprised even, I think he really does want to be a free agent. I've heard him say as much. So I don't know whatever their settlement was to agree to this, because he could have just been like, no, dude, and just held out, and you pay me, and then, I'll just ride this thing out and not play for the rest of the year. But they worked some kind of deal out. He's going to get released. And what if he goes to the Lions? That would be insane. They are number 1 on the waiver wire. I'm just saying.
They do need wide receiver help. Amon-Ra has not panned out as well as they'd hoped. Tyrell Williams is indeed Tyrell Williams, so he's only good for about 5 games a year.
True.
Yeah,
hey, if you're a winless team in crisis, you definitely want a disgruntled Odell Beckham Jr. coming to your team. That's what you need to add.
Yeah, you need him to groom these young receivers.
Yes. Take control of the room.
When you look at the Lions, really, it's DeAndre Swift and T.J. Hawkinson and nothing else.
Yeah. Goff has clearly been exposed.
He's been Goffle.
Yeah.
Ew.
Goffle. Hashtag Goffle. Without McVay, right up until the snap, telling him what to do, how to read the defense. he's been a little exposed, dude. So not looking good. Again, as we already talked about, I think he's thrown the ball out of bounds on 4th down 3 times already this year.
To be fair, though, this year McVay tries to get on the headset, at the start of the play clock, and Matthew Stafford just hangs up on him. Like, I don't need to hear this shit.
He just looks at the sideline like, I can't hear.
The thing's cut out.
It doesn't matter what you're saying, because all I hear is throw it to Cooper Kupp.
I'm gonna do something no look, sidearm to Cooper Kupp, boom, touchdown. Oh yeah, see, trust.
Yeah, I do think this is going to be a nice bounce back game for Cincinnati. Of course, losing to the Jets last week, always pretty bad. But with this current Cleveland team, this is the get-right game you want. I think they're going to come out pissed off. They're going to come out just needing to prove, like, hey, look, I know we lost to a terrible team last week, but we are still a good team. Give me the Bengals to cover.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bengals to cover as well. But this is one of those where you could see motivating factors to predict either team winning. With Cleveland, obviously, with getting, Odell out of there, they want to show, like, hey, look, he was the problem, not us, not Baker. I can see them coming out just guns blazing, but smoking Joe Burrow, smoking Joe Mixon. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals covering that 2.5 also. We do have a fantasy question. Shout out to Ben, the God. AP or Jeremy McNichols? What do you got?
I actually I'm gonna cut you guys off on this one real quick. I'll be brief though. I had somebody pose this to me earlier, a close friend, that saw that I had picked up Adrian Peterson in the league. I feel like McNichols is the guy this week.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply for the fact that we don't know what Adrian Peterson was doing. We have to assume he's in good condition. I mean, it's fucking Adrian Peterson.
He's gonna look like he could play when he's 55 years old. And this guy's a freak.
Now, the other factor you have to look at, too, is Jeremy McNichols has been more of like a third down back. So it's so tough to call. I mean, if you have to pick between the two, I would probably lean towards McNichols this week just because of the unknown of Adrian Peterson. But you might very well see a scenario where Adrian Peterson's toting the rock on early downs and McNichols is staying in the same role that he's been. So
dude, what if AP just rips off a 70-yard touchdown? That'd be so sick.
It wouldn't shock me, dude.
I'd be like, yes, dude. My childhood is back.
He rips off a 75-yarder while eating a half-price senior discount McMuffin.
Yeah. No, Justin, you said exactly what I was going to say. This week, probably McNichols. I wouldn't be shocked. Peterson might get, maybe he sneaks in and gets a goal line touchdown on first or second down.
Peterson for sure. Yes.
Yeah, but I agree. McNichols this week, but going forward, Peterson, they are going to pound Peterson into the ground. It's funny. I've heard some people, saying oh man, this is going to be tough for Tennessee because they're going to have to change their playbook. Are they? Are they really going to change their playbook
at
all?
Absolutely not. They're going to take out the halfback jump pass. That's the only thing they're going to take out.
No, Vrabel he said he was going to cut his dick off or something if they won the Super Bowl. He's balls to the wall. He's going all the way. We're running the same offense. As soon as AP's up to speed, same thing.
Definitely going to be balls to the wall if he has no dick.
Gonna hang him up there. Yeah.
Look, they haven't won the Super Bowl yet. Okay, so he doesn't have to deal with those problems. On to the next one. Dude, the Jags. Sorry. All right. Well, I'll just defer to Cowboys Insider.
Let's hear something surprising from you.
I'm on your side here. Denver sucks.
Yeah, I mean, where do we start on this one? This is gonna be a cagey matchup. No, it's not. There's no Von Miller. Michael Gallup and Dak Prescott are playing. Give me the Cowboys to roll 112-6.
That close.
Yeah, right. They're gonna squeeze a couple field goals in there, man. McManus ain't no joke.
Wow,
it's not in Denver though.
Last week, though.
Oh, McManus is gonna hit the jumbotron in Dallas, fool.
Well, yeah. My only concern on this was I wanted to take the over, but I need your boys, to do a lot of the legwork on that because the Broncos freaking suck.
Oh no, you can take the over for sure, and Denver's gonna score. The defense is the quintessential bend but don't break, but occasionally they break. But yeah, and to be honest, regardless of the presence of Dak and Gallup, Denver's got a quality secondary. Their defense isn't terrible, but you're probably going to see a lot of Zeke and a lot of Pollard, especially because, with Dak being out last week, safe to assume they say he's 100%, but I mean, calf strains can linger. I don't think they're going to want to put a lot of onus on him, and I don't think they'll have to. But yeah, hopefully we just drop like 40 on him in the first half, and then you don't even got to sweat that over.
That's what. Yes, dude, I am hoping for that. That's because I want to run back my same other 4 legs that I had. Freaking Jets. R.I.P. Mike White, though, dude.
And just a little peek into my world. I will be working Sunday, and I will be working with only my boss, who hails from Colorado and is a Broncos fan. Should be a fun Sunday.
Dude. What a scumbag.
Just can't wait for the fist fight to break out in the second quarter. You guys have to close the store down.
So, yeah, you're going to be working, and that's going to be your last day on the job.
Luckily, he's actually a realistic Denver Broncos fan, so he understands full well.
That's pretty rare, actually.
Yeah, dude, suck it, Broncos. Dallas covers.
Yeah.
I wanted the over in that one, but I'm just gonna go when I rebuild my parlay again. It's my own fault. Taking the Jets to cover, I know, but it was all positive vibes. See, we had Mike White; he was cooking them, and then again, R.I.P.
Too beautiful for this world. Look, Dallas all the way. Dallas has beaten some good teams with the schedule. Denver's wins are against the Jets, the Giants, the Jags, and football team. That tells you everything you need to know. Put Denver up against a semi-competent team and they lose. Dallas wins, Dallas covers. Take the over.
I like it. Next one is only complicated because of the Giants spread. Clearly, 2 teams going opposite directions. The Bills, I think, are kind of dealing with being the expectation of being one of the good teams, but they still are a great team right now. Their defense is outstanding. Allen, very good. Just way better. Like 16.5, right? Yeah. Or no, 14.5. All right.
Well, 14.5. Yeah.
Bills cover then.
Changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Bills, dude. Jacksonville's ass. I don't care what the spread is. And it's raining, too. Like, I don't care. Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's just going to run up and down the field. I definitely like them. Like 16.5. We've seen some wild spreads this year. And even then, like, every time I'm kind of like the favorite, I could totally see it. Like, I don't feel like it's a problem. Buffalo wins. Buffalo covers.
Jacksonville just get relegated. Just get out of the league. I know the next one in our pre-show was a little contentious. Tyrod is back. Look, Tyrod is back, but they're going on the road. Miami -5.5. Dude, Houston, dude, especially that Tyrod is back for the first time in like a month, right? It seems like, at least
since week 1.
Without him, they had like no concept of even how to have an idea of how to score. Like, I don't trust them to score at all. So I kind of want to go with the Dolphins, like, and cover.
For what it's worth, I'm home and of sound body and mind. I will still take the Texans, dude. Give me the Texans.
The Dolphins suck.
Give me
but they don't suck that hard.
The fighting Davis Mills, headed by Tyrod Taylor. Give it to me. David Johnson and Phillip Lindsay are going to combine for 200 yards rushing. Give it to me.
The more I thought about it after kind of our little pregame talk, Tyrod's back. Give me the Texans. Give me the Texans.
That's my guy.
They are at least a competent team with Tyrod out there, which is weird to say because he's perfectly fine and nothing more.
Let's preface this though, like we get a mulligan if the trainer decides to stab Tyrod Taylor through the lungs right before the game, we get a mulligan. Yeah. But still, we're taking Houston.
No, Dolphins, dude. Go Dolphins. go. Cover. But, yes, they definitely – it's like two different teams. When they had Tyrod, at least they could score somehow, some way. Like, you could count on them to, like, all right, well, they can score like 21 points in an NFL game. They do have NFL players, allegedly.
Yeah, but how many times has Miami scored 21 points this year? Can you answer me that?
No, I cannot.
Probably it's maybe 2.
Dude, they're at home.
Maybe
74 degrees in the sunshine. Give me the Dolphins, dude. Boom. On to the better games. Well, unfortunately.
Yeah, you say that.
R.I.P. Jameis. Too beautiful again for this world. But, as we said, by all indications, the spirits are high. He's doing okay. I think he's fine.
Come outside, he's scared, probably deeper than a party that was on the
The absolute fucking best, dude. That is the best.
Dude, firing up the smoke machine. Yes, big win, division win. This kind of seems like a sneaky opportunity that I just get a vibe like the Falcons might win this game. I know they're going again with Simeon, even though Hill, I guess, is going to play.
Yes. So the 5 plays Hill is in, he's going to run either off tackle right or off tackle left.
Yeah. All that great deception.
Yeah, but he's going to score a touchdown on 3 of them. Give me the Saints all day.
What about the -6?
I didn't say he was going to score 1 touchdown on those 5 carries. I said 3. Give me the Saints and the fucking points.
All right. Put your name on it.
Give me Atlanta to cover. I think this will be a little bit of a letdown game for the Saints coming off a big win last week. I'm not saying Saints are going to lose. I think Atlanta will keep it close. Maybe the Saints, squeak out a win at the end, but I like Atlanta to cover at least.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler said that the Saints will lose to the Falcons.
There we go.
Yeah, believe it. Dude, I'm saying it right now. I'll say it in those words. Falcons going to win outright. All right. Dude.
We defer to you.
Again.
Pit of misery. Dilly.
And perfect timing, dude. I mean, like, any other week than this week would be a good, it's usually always a good time to get the Giants. But, maybe a little wind of the sails. They kind of hung in there against the Chiefs at Arrowhead or Mihah Stadium, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what it is now. Dude, the Raiders, I'm trusting in the Python. But they just keep doing dumb shit, dude. The Ruggs thing.
Football Richie.
The Ruggs thing was just an insane tragedy, yes. The Gruden thing, also a huge distraction. And then, yes, Arnett, what are you doing, dude? Why? Just why? At least, as Thomas Andrews pointed out, his wrist is finally healthy enough to hold up that gun and point it at the camera on his social media.
Fair.
Why can't we have nice things?
That's a good sign, right?
Why can't we have nice things ever, dude? We should kick the crap out of the freaking Giants, and I'm afraid.
This is a scary game, dude. I mean, Vegas is going down and going down fast. Boy, Jason Garrett's got his offense just humming now, doesn't he?
Yes.
Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
All the right strings.
Give me the Raiders. The Giants are fucking doormat. Right, and then on top of that, I only have the Giants winning 3 games all season. Their other win is going to be against Washington or Philly. So, give me Vegas, man.
Dude, I'm nervous going east. The morning game's going east for the Raiders.
Hate the sin.
Yes. Hate the sin, love the men. Yes. I know. Shout out DC. But
it was announced that Saquon Barkley will be inactive for the game, which I think the Giants are pretty much used to at this point. So that's really not. I don't know how much it's going to change anything.
Hey, Booker ain't no slouch, man.
He's not. No, he's fine. But
fucking
yeah,
I loss in fantasy last week. That son of a bitch.
I still, even with everything going on, I still like the Raiders because the Giants are that bad. This Raiders team is, his shown to be somewhat resilient under the Paisan. If one other big thing happens, like maybe the team collapses.
Don't even say that, please. God.
But right now, I think they'll still rally. They'll circle the wagons. They'll get the win on the road.
Look, man, who's the Giants' head coach?
Judge, dog.
Yeah, still Joe Judge for the Giants, right? Who's their offensive coordinator? Still Jason Garrett? Yeah, give me the.
You can still hear him clapping.
Yep. Give me the Rays. He's gonna clap his way to a 21-point loss.
Please, gotta believe. All right, go Raiders, dude. It's only gonna get worse from here, but let's go 6-2 and let's just see what happens.
And then listen. I know this technically should be Tyler's game to lead with. Can I just lead and be brief here?
Go for it.
The outright fucking disrespect of that fucking line, dude. Chargers are going to beat the fucking brakes off of the Eagles. Get the fuck out of here with that line. So disrespectful. That's it. That's all.
I do like the Chargers, yes. And I love the over also because both teams have shitty defenses.
Jalen Hurts struggles to throw for 200 yards, though.
Yeah, but he's going to run all over them. Like the Chargers just like run defense. What is that? Like that's what it looks like to me every week.
No, should be noted though. Quarterbacks don't necessarily run all over them. It's only running backs. And Philly refuses to hand the ball to their best running back. So that bodes well for the Bolts.
What are you talking about? They're going to give Boston Scott 20 carries.
Shut up, Boston Scott.
You dare disrespect Miles Sanders like that. I know for a fact he slept with Nick Sirianni's wife, dude. There's no way.
Look, I will give Philly this. Granted, it's hard to say because it was against Detroit, and as much praise as we give Detroit, they're not talented. Philly's O-line absolutely abused Detroit last week, just pushed them around, had their way with them. And the Chargers' biggest issue this year has been the run defense. So that absolutely gives me concern. Plus, going to the East Coast, never fun. Chargers did that once this year, got blown out. But I think that loss last week the loss last week, followed by, of course, the beat down in Baltimore. They got to get right this week. They have to get it right this week. I think they do get it right this week. They go to the East Coast, get the win.
Yeah, Philly's O-line might be able to maul and whatnot, but when Herbert goes for like 300 yards in the first quarter, they're not going to be able to run the ball anymore.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Baron. Fair. Showing some love to the Paisan.
Hey. And look, Philly's best games they've had this year have been against like some of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
The Chargers, while they've played like crap the last 2 games. Yes. While they've played like crap the last couple of weeks, they are still very talented. You look at that team just up and down, they are very talented. Again, I think this is a get-right game.
I agree. It's not even in the early window also. If you are going to go east, not having to play that, for us, 10 a.m. game, I think that does play a factor. So
yeah, you do still get the 1 o'clock, yeah.
I don't think the Chargers will have a problem, but I do like the over Chargers to win for sure. On to the next one. I don't know. Did you guys, when my camera was cut off, did you guys talk about the what have you?
No, basically I jumped on and saw this poor gentleman sitting on a screen by himself, and I just got in, I'm here. I came out the bullpen.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Helping out the ball club. That's what we like.
You know what? Give me Green Bay to cover. Give me the Chiefs to win. I think Jordan Love is actually going to have a pretty decent game. This is like a perfect storm for him, like Rodgers out with the COVID and all the shit on his plate, and this guy gets to go against a fucking Swiss cheese defense in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm fighting the urge to take the Packers to outright win. I just don't see Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Chiefs dropping to 4-5. So give me the Packers.
You're fighting that urge. I'm going with that urge. I say Green Bay to win outright.
Woo, Lord!
You're taking Green Bay to win outright?
Is Bortles available?
Oh man,
I am. Hang on a quick second.
How do you fit on the screen with that giant set of balls?
Yeah, so there's basically a wheelchair that gets him in front of the camera.
There you go. He's actually resting his camera on the sack.
Yes, as we know, it's shit's getting real in the field for old Aaron right now.
Look, dude, look, man, I don't know why everybody's making a big deal. He sought a second opinion from his Dr. Joe Rogan.
Yes.
I don't even. People are painting it in such a way where it's like, oh, well, you have to be like pro-vax or anti-vax. Like, no, it's not. It's just like, it's how many times, like, whatever weird, like, conspiracies or what, like, it's the cover-up that gets you in trouble. Like, it was the misleading. It was just like the dude, and then, like, explaining it away. Why didn't you just say, like, if, like, yes, people are allergic to the mRNA, whatever, vaccine. So that takes out 2. The Johnson & Johnson one, shout out. Bah, hook me up. But, yes, didn't have the great reputation back then. Just say that then, like, or do like the Kyrie thing is more respectable. Just be like, it's a personal decision. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, let's not overlook that he said he had concerns about the, people getting affected by Johnson & Johnson. It affected, I think, 6 out of 6 million. It was like a 6 and 6 million shot of women that were
all women
premenopausal
that were like
so
30 years old.
There's a chance. Hey, let's be honest. Aaron Rodgers probably has a vagina.
He might. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I don't know.
For all we know, I mean, he is a man of mystery. He could be a woman between the ages of 30 and 41 or whatever all the one-offs happen with. But like I said, it's just the cover-up, dude. He could have got in front of this. Now the team doesn't want to do anything because they already had to get down on their knees and beg you to come back and play this year. The league doesn't want to apparently throw any kind of discipline down on one of the faces of the league. But it's misleading, dude. So you kind of made this problem for yourself.
Although the league did call him out on something he said about him consulting a doctor, the league said they didn't. Which, to be honest, look, the NFL has lied their ass off as well. So this is kind of like, okay, which liar are you believing in this case?
It's just a bad look, dude. I don't even think he's a bad guy. I'm not even ever gonna say like the vaccine or whatever should not be forced on anyone. That is your choice. I totally am on board with that. But it's just like the backtracking. It kind of, hey, good pop for Pat though. Shout out to him. I like how he put on the glasses also. And now he's like all over ESPN. Clips from his show with glasses, but still a tank top, as is tradition.
I also did find funny the Rodgers saying how he was going off on, I have followed every rule mandated by the NFL except for ones I didn't find I didn't particularly like.
Except for the ones I don't like.
So just like, again, it really weird statement. Like I'm with you, Ron. Like if you don't want to get the vaccine, you're an adult. That's your choice. That's fine. But him, speaking all year, obviously the whole, I'm immunized line. And then today when asked about it, he goes, well, if somebody would have asked me a follow-up question, I would have explained what immunized meant. Dude. But nobody gee, you're such an asshole. Then, all year kind of like saying when talking about it, like he is showing up to press conferences without a mask, which is against the exact guidelines he said he was following. And then, saying when talking about vaccinated players, saying we, implying he's part of it, and then non-vax players saying them, just leading people on. Again, if you want to say he's not lying, that's fine, but he's absolutely like intentionally misleading people.
No, F that. People that want to say he's not lying, you're lying when you know damn full well the reason he's not wearing a mask to these fucking pressers is because he knows the first fucking question hurled from like 8 different field reporters is going to be, hey, why do you have a mask on? So, like, I understand what you're saying, in the sense of the word lying. He's not coming out and actually telling a lie, but he's lying with his actions blatantly as fuck.
He's not telling a lie, but he's hiding the truth.
And look, for people who want to take the task, I know we're all fans of Pat McAfee and his show. I saw a lot of people hurling haymakers at Pat McAfee like, oh, man, if only he'd been interviewed by a real journalist and this and that. Like, what the fuck do you expect the guy to do, man? Like, he has insider access with Aaron Rodgers that no other show and no other network has. He's not going to fucking have that dude on in a situation like this where the dude reaches out to him to come on and tell his piece. McAfee's not going to hold his feet to the fire and ask him a bunch of hard questions and put him in an uncomfortable situation. Because if that happens, you're never going to hear from Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show again. So people who are trying to like flame that fool or attack that show for that, like get off it, man. You're lucky you even got the like. We wouldn't even be talking about these comments right now if it weren't for Pat McAfee's show. So like those people who are attacking him, it's ridiculous, you know. But yeah, to Tyler's point, Rodgers is a douche and Rodgers is a liar. Doesn't mean he's not good at football. Doesn't mean he wasn't last year's MVP. Doesn't mean he's not one of the greatest passers of the football that we've ever seen. He's just a douche and a liar. That's it.
Yeah, I think I agree with you as far as it comes to Pat because, look, Dave, he had the worldwide whatever exclusive. Like, that was the only place that Aaron was going to even go, like, that he felt like he could actually have a platform to talk about it. He's not going to, like, step all over him, like, grill him. And Pat just kind of laid out, let him go for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it was.
And you know
what? That wasn't an interview. That was just him saying, I will let you say what you need to say. Use my show to do it.
And in their defense, again, Aaron Rodgers wasn't even close to being the best guest they had on today. The guest that followed Aaron Rodgers hits a home run every fucking time.
He'll want it. Right. He'll want it with on fire today.
That's right.
This was my favorite tweet also that I saw after that. Thanksgiving every year. Do you have a girlfriend yet? Yes, I have a girlfriend. That's all I'm going to say about it. Unless you ask another question, and then I want to give you another answer.
Right? Yeah. If you would have asked a follow-up question, I would have specified.
What a
hey, and just how I was attacking some of these outlets, I did see a couple outlets that a couple actual reporters that were there that day. They were like, "Hey, that's on us, man. We got to do a better job of asking follow-up questions." But like, hey, dude. You're just fucking, you're taking this fool's excuse and running with it and making it more feasible for him. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't enable it.
He finagled you guys hard as fuck for like 3 months. Don't cater to him now.
And yeah, like again, my thing is I'm not ever going to tell anyone you absolutely have to or don't get the vaccine. That's definitely up to you. You're putting something in your body that's completely your choice. But it's the cover-up, dude. It's the misleading. It's like, come on, man. Like, there's other people that are around you all the time, and you're under the guise of like, oh yeah, I'm immunized. It's all good. Like, it's chill. Like, come on, dude. You just get out in front of it a little bit more. Just even do the Kyrie. Just say, look, I'm not comfortable talking about it. I think it's everyone's personal decision. I'll leave it at that. You're still allowed to play in the NFL if you're not vaccinated.
Or go full dirty white boy Cole Beasley and cut like 4 rap tracks dissing COVID vaccines.
Hey, someone out there is still keeping it real.
Yeah, like I do, and I know we kind of talked about it the other day, just like the last thought is like, look, Rodgers needs to be held to task for this the same way that Kyrie was. Like, Kyrie was honest about everything. He told you the outright truth. Rodgers has lied about it. Like, he needs to be taken to task for it.
But they won't. Because reigning MVP.
Dude, for God's sakes, Kirk Cousins came out and said, if I die, I die. Like, dude, fall on your fucking sword, bro.
Yeah, that went away after like 2 weeks. We could have been just chilling right now. A-Rod, like, what the hell, dude? Just get out in front, just be like, no, dude, I don't believe in it. It's not good for me, whatever. Like, all right, done.
Imagine if Kirk Cousins got vaccinated, and then every primetime game he played, he threw for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. That'd be insane, right?
Vaccinated with HGH. I don't know. Now, I like the Packers to cover. Anyway, circling back, Chiefs to win.
So, Ronnie and Justin, Packers to cover, Chiefs to win. Big Ball Tyler with the Packers to outright win.
Packers to outright win.
Bortles comes off the bench. Guaranteed Packers win.
Onto a subpar game, and then what I tag as the game of the week following that. Arizona, San Francisco. Man, Jimmy G looked solid last week. Arizona defensively didn't look too great. Offensively, other than AJ Green completely losing his mind for like a 5-second span.
Rough luck.
Yeah, this is, you know what, that spread is much too small for my liking. Give me Arizona and give me the over on that one for sure.
Yeah. On board with that. Arizona over. Arizona to win outright.
Yeah, make it 3. Arizona going to have a nice bounce back win after a tough loss. They're going to put it to the Niners. Arizona to cover, Arizona to win. Give me the over.
And then we got the matchup of the week. The Adrian Peterson, Jeremy McNichols-led Titans.
Ooh, 3. Well, yeah, I'll still take the Rams at -7 at home. I think they can do it. Titans, the Titans are a good team. Even with, yes, like losing Derrick Henry, clearly your best player, a huge setback. But the defense has gotten okay, at least. And they can still score some points. Rams defense is pretty damn tough, but give me the Rams to cover that and win.
I am going to take Tennessee Titans to cover, Rams to win.
Nice.
Rams do not cover, dude. Like, for whatever the reason is, the Lions game, like, they're always letting teams hang around. And for that alone, I think Tennessee's feisty. They just find ways. Vrabel's willing to chop his dick off if he wins a Super Bowl. I mean, they're going to cover, but the Rams will win, and Matthew Stafford will have himself a game because I need to cash that MVP ticket at the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, Ronnie, the point you made, like, I don't even know if I would, like, Tennessee's defense has gotten better. I still don't know if I would even call them okay. Like Cooper Kupp might have Cooper Kupp might have 200 yards by half-time.
200 yards, or he'll be quintuple covered every pass.
Yeah, that's true too. I think the Rams are just going to blow it up. Like Tennessee might keep it close for a while. Like I could definitely see that because they are scrappy. But I do think the Rams win, and I think the Rams will eventually cover, pull away a little bit in the fourth quarter. So give me the Rams. Give me the Rams to cover.
Same.
Yeah, just it's something weird. Like I genuinely feel like the Rams with Stafford, I feel like teams are gonna find out the way to defend the Rams is the same way that teams are defending the Chiefs. Like you just have to run that base cover 2 and dare Stafford to throw underneath.
Just throw into things.
Just run that too deep. Put the two safeties real deep on them,
and to the Rams' credit, like Darrell Henderson, they got some viable guys in the backfield who actually, are quality players. But I just feel like that's your best chance to slow down the Rams is the same blueprint for slowing down the Chiefs. Stafford's prone to trying to fit it into places he shouldn't and throwing bad balls into double and triple coverage. I mean, that's still in his repertoire. But unless teams force him to be patient and take those underneath routes, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But, we'll see. We'll see if Vrabel and the boys dial that up, with regularity. But, I just think the Titans find a way to keep it close enough to cover that spread.
So, yeah, and I agree with the sentiment overall there. The only difference is I would keep them out of the Chiefs conversation is the Rams defense is actually capable of doing things. And the Chiefs defense freaking sucks.
No doubt.
So
no doubt.
That gives you a whole different dimension as an opposing team. Like, dude, if we get the ball, we're probably going to score on these fools. They suck. Like, they don't even want to tackle anyone.
I mean, Von Miller might break Ryan Tannehill in half this weekend.
Yeah, he's out for blood. Especially, dude, he's putting the bill for that Halloween party. He's pissed.
Dude, he's not going to see a double team the entire game. Like, you can't double team Von Miller when you're triple teaming Aaron Donald. Like,
with just a load coming up the middle, yeah.
Von Miller's going to see paths to the quarterback that he's never seen in his career before. Or I take that back. He's going to see paths to the quarterback like he used to see when he lined up opposite DeMarcus Ware.
I was going to say, like, he had some help earlier in his career on that defense. But, yeah, you're right. I don't know. It is just intriguing to see what Tennessee does. Like, I think we all said and agreed earlier, like, their offense isn't going to change even without Derrick Henry. Like, there's a reason why they got Adrian Peterson, because he can somewhat replicate Derrick Henry, obviously not to a full extent because nobody can.
I picture them just like calling him. He's in a bunker in Alaska. I need AP. He's the only man that can step in right now. Give me AP. All right, he's on the chopper right now. He's coming in.
Yeah,
and then they change scenes, and it's just Adrian Peterson, like literally, just running through highways in Tennessee. You know, like he's not even in a vehicle. He's just running down the freeway.
I thought you were gonna say. You picture the scene where they accidentally call the old Chicago Bears running back Adrian Peterson. Oh shit, we signed the wrong guy.
Oh, damn,
that'd be so great.
Damn, we botched that one. All right.
But yeah, like I don't see Tennessee's offense changing at all. Like it may not be this week. You know, maybe they'll just kind of ease Peterson in this week, but starting next week, they're going to run that dude into the ground. They're going to make him earn every cent of that paycheck.
He knew what it was when he signed up.
Yeah,
man.
I was just going to say, don't feel bad, because I guarantee Adrian Peterson wants to be run into the ground, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He was already tweeting stuff of him, like, running over fools. Like, I think I could still do this. And just, like, trucking dudes.
And I'm sure
he's about that action.
Any of his children are happy he's returning to work.
That's true, too.
Whoa.
That's true, too.
Whoa. That's not too soon. Come on. That was like years ago.
That's not. It's not too soon. You're right.
Think of the children.
Adrian Peterson's about to put a whooping on the Rams defense.
Dude, wow. Scumbag.
Gonna beat those fools like they stole a semi for 12 hours.
Oh, God.
Hey, shout out to Cease. Again, I'm sorry that we made you watch a replay. We didn't know, okay? We didn't know.
we didn't know until we heard
until we knew
until the news anchor said it's 10:30 and we looked at the clock and it was 11:30.
If only we could have had Sess back on when we were watching the smoke and scan.
Yeah, dude. Smoke and scan was like eye on the street, dude. That's my guy.
Yes, Baron, I did have to go there. I have children that I do not hit with a switch, so yes, I indeed had to go there.
Play the high ground. Okay, I see how it is. Whatever, dude.
Let he who doesn't overwhip his children with a switch catch the first stone. I'll be that guy.
God damn it. All right, the show's over. The show is over. Before we get sued or cut off. But also thank you, Justin, for hopping on. When I was having camera issues. Look, people stepping up in times of need takes precedent over my technical ineptitude and even maybe distasteful, child abuse jokes. So I'm gonna let it fly.
I'm always here for all of that.
Oh man,
what a shame! Right.
Hey, but on a lighter note, 15-2, Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
I'm relieved you went there. I was like, oh, don't go somewhere else. Don't go somewhere else.
All right. I like that. Let's end on a positive note. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us, hitting us in the comments. Enjoy a ton of football, soccer out there. Let's go West Ham. Come on, you Irons. And beat the shit out of Liverpool. Aaron Rodgers, just don't talk for a while. Let this all somewhat blow over. I know whenever you get back out there, you're going to be good at football. You're still good at football. Just don't say anything else for a while.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Justin, always a pleasure. Thank you for jumping on and saving the viewing public from having to watch me stumble over my words by myself for 10 minutes.
Saving the viewing public and garnering an email from the FCC.
Yeah, well.
They won't let us be.
We were bound to get that anyways. It's fine. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in.
Those go straight to my spam folder at this point.
It's true. We're back here on Monday, recapping the weekend. We love you guys. You know the drill. Keep the fire.
At the buzzer.